In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up an example or set up an elevator that travels between two floors. Let me show you the map that we're going to work off of. So we have an elevator that is connected to the first floor hallway, and there's some stairs that go up to the second floor hallway. So when I push the button in the elevator, I want to change the connection between the elevator and the first floor hallway, and I need to change the connection back from the first floor hallway to the elevator. So when we push the button, we're going to change the map to look like this. So we're going to change the elevator's east connection, we're going to change the second hallway's west connection, but we also have to disconnect the first floor from the elevator so the player can't get to the elevator because it's not on that floor. So when we change a connection, we're actually going to have to change 3 connections: the connection out of the elevator, the connection back into the elevator, and then we have to break the connection between the elevator and where it used to be. So that's what we're going to do in this example. So let's pop back over to Lantern here. And if I run this now, we should be able to, for the love of God. Okay, fixed that. Now let's run this again, and we should see that I'm in the elevator, which on our map was attached to the first floor. I should be able to go east. I should be able to go east again. Now I'm in the lower stairs. I should be able to go up to the upper stairs and west to the second floor hall. And now I should be able to go west, except that the elevator's not there. So it says you can't go that way. That's not like the greatest message. What would be better is if it said the elevator door is closed. So what I'm going to do here is go to the second floor hallway, and then I'm going to come down here to customize you can't go that way messages and click on that. And for the west connection, I'm going to say the elevator door is closed. So now let's see how much better that works. So east, east, up, west, west. The elevator door is closed, right? That makes a lot more sense than you can't go that way. Why can't we go that way? Well, because the elevator door is closed. All right. Now what we're going to do is make a function. And this is what we're going to run when we push this button here. There's a button in our elevator. So let me make a function called push elevator button. And click add. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to select the stub for move an elevator between floors in response to a button press. Boom. There we go. So let me save that. Now what this says is if the elevator's east connection is the first floor hallway, which means is the elevator on the first floor. So if the elevator's on the first floor, we want to connect the elevator to the second floor, connect the second floor to the elevator, and then disconnect the first floor from the elevator. So what we're doing here is we're saying the elevator's east connection is now the second floor. The second floor hall's west connection is now the elevator. So now we have a two-way connection on that second floor. But what about the first floor, right? The first floor, you can't get to the elevator anymore. So now we need this fail function. What this does is the first floor hall.west equals fail, and then this string. This will, now if the player tries to go west from the first floor hall, it will fail with that error message. So that will print out the reason why we can't go to the west, right? Because the elevator is not there anymore. Now, let's say we've pushed the button and now the elevator's on the second floor. We push the button again. Is the elevator's east connection the first floor? Nope, no, it's not, because we changed it. It's the second floor. So instead of this code, we're going to run this code. And what does this code say? It says print the line, the elevator descends to the first floor and opens. And now the elevator's east connection is the first floor. We're changing where the elevator is connected to, and we're going to connect the first floor hall west in the opposite direction back to the elevator, so we can go back and forth between the hallway and the elevator. What about the second floor? Well, it's not connected to the elevator anymore, so we want its west connection to be fail. The elevator door is closed. All right, so let's save this. Now I should be able to make a sentence that says, when the verb is push or press and the noun is button. So when I type push button, now I want to call my push elevator button function instead. I'm going to click add. So now when I push my button, let's see what happens. Save. Okay, so notice I can go, I'm in the elevator on the first floor. I go east to the first floor hallway, and I can go west back into the elevator. Let me push the button. Why did it not work? All right, let's go figure this out. Well, let's run it again. I'm not sure what happened, but let me type test run, and then if I type push button, the elevator rises to the second floor and opens. Now, if I go east, see I'm on the second floor. Now, what if I go back down to the first floor, right? I shouldn't be able to go east to the elevator. It should say the elevator, it should fail with the message, the elevator door is closed. The elevator door is closed, right? Now, if I go back to the elevator, up, west, west, now I'm in the elevator, and I push the button again, the elevator descends to the first floor and opens. So I should be able to go east to the first floor, right? And if I go back up to the second floor, you can see the elevator door is closed. So there you go. That's really all it takes. You just have to add the button, drop in this code snippet, and then make a function that says when the player tries to press the button, run this function. And then also just one other thing. Let's make sure under verb checks, if we find push or press, we probably ought to add a check here that says if I want to push or press something, I have to see it. So actually, you know what? Let's say you have to say what you want to press. There we go. Player has to supply a noun, and they have to see it. So there you go. So if you don't see those verb checks on press and push and press, and you're using push and press, you probably want to add them. All right, but there you go. There's how you can model a little elevator. There's a drop-in code snippet to do it. Should make your life real easy.